The upgrade to Adagio OrderEntry 9.3a has an impressive number of significant changes and feature improvements to transaction entry. On any of the document list grids, both for current and historical transactions, it is now possible to multi-select a number of records, consecutive or not, for the purpose of printing forms or deleting records. There is also a new Complete button to cancel selected orders with unshipped items as no longer on backorder. This sets the order completed status as well. All current and historical transaction grids can not only be sorted by customer or document number without using a filter, but can now be sorted by date, simply by right-clicking on the grid and choosing the desired sort. This can be set in the company profile as the default sort method if desired. If you use the reference field for entering the customer purchase order number or other identifiable information, it is now easy to locate current transactions by clicking on the Find button and choosing to search by the reference field. Simply type in the value, use the Finder if necessary, select which document type you want to locate, and whether the transaction is highlighted or edited. Click OK to perform the search. And if the customer has been edited for either a new address or other information since the order was last edited, a new prompt will appear to allow you to update the order with either the new address or all order-related information, or do no update. This message will also appear when copying or restoring orders, or after editing the customer record from within the order. The data layout for transactions has changed, and therefore there are many new features. Document numbers have now been expanded from 8 characters to a maximum of 12. The expected ship date is now a required field and cannot be left blank to accommodate other features. Therefore, there is a new setting in the company profile for an expected ship date spread to calculate this number of days after the order date for new or copied orders, or if the order date is edited. RMA documents also use this setting for the expected return date. The list of ship via selections has now been expanded from a previous maximum of 10 to an unlimited list that you can define, including the ability to use Smart Finder to locate a desired value, and also verify that the ship via is valid. There are new dedicated fields to store quote number and revision values, rather than having to use optional fields for this. If the order has not yet had any items shipped, nor an invoice associated with it, it is now possible to change the customer number to fix accidental posting of an order to the wrong customer. Both customer names from the master record can now be brought into the order. The reference field has been expanded from the previous 12-character maximum to a new 24-character length to allow for more information. Also, the reference, salesperson, and optional fields can now be marked as allowable to be edited on invoices and credit notes. Though after an invoice has been processed by day end, the salesperson field will become non-changeable to protect commission reports and sales analysis. On the Bill to Ship to tab, both billing and shipping addresses now support formatting as with customers, with the city and state or province in separate fields, and both names as well. New specification codes are available to print the formatted addresses on forms, and importing orders also supports the new address fields. On the Totals tab, a new text field for including a comment about discounts may be entered. A new tab for storing order notes is now available, or on the same tab as optional fields if any are defined. Similar to other notes in Adagio, there is a place to save information in a notepad area, and a separate place to store text, marked with the user, date, and time of entry. These notes are kept for associated invoices, RMAs, and credit notes, and are also kept when transactions are moved to history. And another new tab displays the order log details in a grid specific to this order, or the associated order if viewing a different transaction type. Highlighting a row displays the same information as appears on the order log report. On the Details tab, the grid now supports predefined colors for the different detail types, such as miscellaneous charges or comments. Also, row styles determined by Adagio inventory item filters are used for item detail rows, and also details with a completed status. If you want to ensure that prices for items are current for this customer, a new Update Pricing button allows recalculating all prices for outstanding items on this order, including sale, special, and alternative price lists. This button is enabled with an option in the company profile and can also be controlled by security group. When editing an item, the Prices button at the right is no longer there. Instead, it has been replaced by a new, more comprehensive Item Inquiry button to the right of the item number field to click or press the F4 key to access. From here, the pricing grid is now used for selecting a different price level, as well as displaying any defined alternate items, and historical sales for this item, for either this customer or all customers. And a new Stock Quantity Inquiry can be used to determine which sales orders or purchase orders that this item has been saved with, either across all locations or just the location for the sales order. There is a new option specified on the entry template to show item pricing grid, which, if enabled, when tabbing into the unit price field, the pricing list will immediately pop up. You can use the arrow keys to select a different price, or tab to the next field to close this list. Optional fields can now be configured for each item detail on orders, in addition to the order itself. In the company profile, optional field titles are assigned for details, and if set up with identical titles to inventory items, values from items will be read into the order detail when first added. There are settings in the company profile to map fields when sending invoices and credit notes to Adagio Sales Analysis. And for miscellaneous charges, the structure has changed so that you are no longer limited to 10 charges for each price list, but can create an effectively unlimited list. The miscellaneous charges list is sorted by description to more easily find the desired charge. Store more useful information on orders and locate it faster with order updates in version 9.3a. Find out more about Adagio from the product page on our website. Watch another training video on this Adagio program from the playlist, or subscribe to the Adagio YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.